Hey, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Talk Tuesday. If you've been here before, welcome back. If it's your first time, Talk Tuesday is our weekly segment where we go over tips to help you enhance your finances. This is our 49th live of the year. So, like I said last week, if you've been here with us one Tuesday or every Tuesday, I thank you. Before we even get started, thank you. I appreciate you. I see you guys. Hey, in the comments. Thank you. Thank you for hopping on with me. I appreciate every last one of you for being here. Means so much to me, being on my journey with me on this YouTube thing. Hopefully everything is looking good for you guys on your end. I moved my stuff around and I took my laptop with me. So I'm hoping everything is set up everywhere the right way. Hey. Thank y'all for hopping in. So today it's going to be brief. We're going to talk about end of year tax planning tips. So, of course, I am not a tax attorney. Everything I'm saying is just, my opinion. But think about things. My whole point is for you to think about things. So what I'm saying to you is to hope in hopes that you'll take this and use this and look further and go deeper to things that will help you on your tax planning journey this year. All right. All right. So um this month we've been working on and reflecting on. This is our reflection month. So we've been reflecting. If you missed it last week, we talked about assessing your financial success. So if you missed that live, go back and watch that. We just talked about, thinking about your year, thinking about your year. It's not over yet, but think about it, review it, and, kind of see what you did this year and what you've done so far to finish strong and prepare for a better 2024. So right now we're going to talk about the tax planning tips. Next week, I'm debating if I'm going to go live next week. So for the last 2 weeks, I'm trying to hit my 50 next week. And just have my 50 lives for the month. But then I'm like, December is kind of the month of chill and relax. So I appreciate you guys for just being on here with me. Thank you so much. But if I do go live next week, it'll be about investment review and reviewing our investments. And then if I do go live the last Tuesday of the month, that one is supposed to be about your debt review. So those are my topics for this month. So let's get into it because it's so important for us to have this month of reflection just to see what's going on. So now we're talking about tax planning. So right now it's December. Yes, we're doing our taxes next year. Yes, your place of employment will have until January 31st to mail out your W-2. Some of them, like mine, will wait until January 31st to actually put it in the mail. But what I want you to do as far as planning purposes is begin now thinking about what you have going on with your taxes. When you file your taxes, what do you usually use for your taxes? What documents do you need? Are you someone who's like running around at the end of, at the last minute, like, oh, where's this? Or where's this? I can't find this. I gotta go print this. I gotta go ask for a copy of this. I want you to now in advance, you laughing. So that's you. So that's you. But I want you to think about these things in advance. Think about the documents that you typically have. Take the time to write out a list of what you need for your taxes so you can actually mark off, okay, I have my W-2 for this job. And going back and looking at your documents, you're able to see maybe you forgot about that job that you had in January, but you left it in January. But guess what? You should be expecting a W-2 from there or other things. So if you go back and take time and look at some bank statements and other things, you can see what you had going on. So maybe you have something that you didn't think about that you forget, because sometimes we'll file our taxes and be like, oh, I forgot I had this document. So thinking about in advance, you can prepare for that. So I want you to write a list out of all those things, the W-2s, the 1099s, whether it be for interest, whether it be for education, whether it be for insurance, whether it be for whatever it might be. So think about the things that you need, write your list out so you can prepare and have yourself in order. So even if maybe you don't want to file, maybe you're not somebody who files right in the beginning, but having yourself together so when you are ready to file, you got it all together. So let's see what I have. So I have three deductions we're going to talk about. So three deductions to just be mindful of, because sometimes we're so, worried about filing our taxes. We're not thinking about things and savings that we might have. So of course, these are just my opinions. So I want you to look into them further and find things that might benefit you on your tax preparation. So for your home, if you're a homeowner, think about, um, you know, your mortgage interest. So you pay interest on every mortgage payment you make. So that's something that you can write off. Now, depending on what state you live in, it might be a limit that maybe you can't go over a certain amount, or maybe in your state, you know, you can write the whole thing off. But it's something for you to worry about. Think about things like that. Have that document. Get that document. That should be either emailed to you or mailed to you, depending on how you receive your statements. You can think about your property insurance. I mean, your property taxes. That's something you can write off as well. Now, laws change, so I didn't look into the numbers, the specific numbers before I got on here, but these numbers change, so look into it because anything you can write off is a benefit to you. So having these deductions and knowing about these things that maybe you can get a credit on or whatever will benefit you. So get the documents, and this could be things you could be writing down, maybe something you didn't write down last year, or something you didn't do last year, or just thinking about something maybe you forgot last year, because that happens too. For people who are in education, so if you're paying those student loans, now a lot of us, started paying. Well, I can't say us no more because Coach, these student loans were forgiven this year, thank God. So, but when you got to pay them back, you're paying the interest on them. It's something that, at one point we can write off, but there are other things that you can write off. So think about that. When you're buying your books, when you're buying your supplies, when you're paying for tuition, there's certain deductions depending on, how, like if you have children, maybe you're paying for their stuff, you might have a different deduction than somebody who is actually the student. So being aware and knowing these things will help you to write things off. So that's what I mean about being knowledgeable, looking into things, asking questions, and seeing the person who files your taxes, knowing this stuff. Some people might tell you about all the things you can get, and some are like, man, I got to do 100 people's taxes, so I'm going to just do it real quick, the basics, the minimum. So you knowing will help yourself to be able to, let them know, did you put in my such and such, or did you get my such and such? Do you need this from me? So, be knowledgeable, think about this stuff, and think about ways that you can be included in the process yourself. So that way you can't be mad at somebody who doesn't do something or write something off if you didn't know about it either. So knowing, you can let them know. Maybe they don't know. Maybe it's something they can add and they didn't know about. So that's what I mean about just be knowledgeable, check it out, because it could be a deduction that you know about, your tax preparer doesn't know about, or so just look into stuff. Then the last thing I have is charity. So a lot of people give away charity. I know myself included. I give away charity. So, you know, you can write that off. Check and see, make sure that you have all of your receipts. Who did you give it to? How much did you give? How much can you write off? Think about, for instance, if you're a business owner, sometimes when, not sometimes, all the time, we should be thinking about our taxes before the year end, because we might have some, things like if we know I just need a little bit more deductions to make some things work out or make my numbers work, which could be for, a person who doesn't have a business as well. But knowing these things might say, okay, I need to give away a little bit more to charity to kind of help out. If you notice, a lot of businesses and celebrities do a lot of giving towards this time of year, because not because they're not giving from the heart. I'm not saying that, but giving away does help for tax purposes. So maybe they might know you got to give away 1 million to kind of make your numbers work out. So it could be something like that. So I'm just saying, whatever you're doing right now, I want you to just think about your taxes early. Write yourself a list out of what you're going to be needing, what you're going to be doing, like, so you can check yourself off. So just be more aware this year when you're doing your taxes, or when someone else is doing your taxes. I want you to know what you have going on, or have an idea of a deduction. Maybe I would challenge you all to, you don't have to put in the comments, but something that maybe you never wrote off before, or something that you never thought about as a deduction, and find something new for yourself this year. Help yourself out. Help yourself out. It's something that I'm sure is out there that you could benefit from that you're not aware of. So search on the internet, or ask someone that you know who does taxes that is really knowledgeable of different deductions and credits, so they can help you out. But I challenge you to look into that. I hope these tips were helpful for you. I don't have you guys on here long. Again, I appreciate you. I thank you. If I am here next week, it'll be same time, same place, 6 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. If not, maybe I'll throw a little video up here for you to watch. I'm not sure, but we'll see. And if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, which I hope you are, then you will, get a notification when I do hop on live. But if you aren't subscribed, definitely subscribe. Definitely give these videos a thumbs up. Help me out. I'm trying to get to my 100 subscribers. I think I'm at like 90 now on YouTube. I'm so proud of myself. When I started, I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for saying they were. You're very welcome. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I don't want to keep rambling, but I just seriously, I appreciate you guys. Happy budgeting. Finish your year strong, and think about more than the holidays. Think about what you have going on after the holidays, so that after the holidays you're not, concerned with your money. All right. Talk to you later. I'll see you next week, or I will see you in 2 weeks. All right, guys.